Good evening. Run, Rudolph. We are back talking about the Eagles. Loss number 2. Are they running? Are they not running? Who's running from who? Where are we running to? Lots of running going on tonight on the Sand and Boot First podcast. Come on back. Join the conversation.
We're going to get nailed tomorrow by Kelsey's representatives.
This is a long intro.
It's a long wait till they get to it.
All right. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Sand and Boot First podcast. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish listeners out there.
Is it 2 words?
No,
I coughed in the middle there.
he double clutched.
I started to, yeah. I got a little verklempt as I was saying. Apologies. Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Sand and Boot First podcast here. Beautiful Thursday evening from the Northeast Pole in Santa's sweaty sack. It's getting sweatier as we get closer to Christmas, I'm sure. Santa's busy. Those elves are working overtime. I'm your bartender for the evening, Jim Marcus. To my left, the infamous one, Ryan Smitty. What's up, Smitty?
Yo, what's up?
Ryan Smith.
Mr. Smith.
Thank you, sir.
To his left, and the beard's coming back in, so we're feeling better about that.
That was
A
rough.
lot of gray in that beard there, Smitty.
Yeah, little
For 40.
little Deke.
For 40.
Oh my God.
To Smitty's left,
You gotta go back.
it's the elder statesman, Donald Kennedy Martin. Good evening.
What are James?
Yes.
You gonna let me talk?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, James.
Yes, sir. One stop. We need one stop.
To his left,
Jesus.
the middle Martin, the one with the finest hair on the dais, Donald DJ, the Don Martin.
Hola. Hello. Thanks for the compliment.
Good evening.
He's
And
a disgruntled
to his
worker.
left, the final one on tonight, Andrew, the youngest Martin.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's very peaceful. It's like silent.
Santa's watching. You know, everybody's being good.
Santa's watching
Everybody's
me.
being good and, being on their best behavior.
Yeah, I always
Keeping us live.
Smitty's never
Oh,
on his
yeah.
best behavior. Not
The
even
man.
at work.
Nate Money Moss. You. Before we get started, our sponsors, Stockyard Sandwich Company. Holidays are coming. I've said many times, get your catering, get your sandwiches. Fantastic food down there at Stockyard. Spring Garden, Will and crew hook you up with some fine catering for your holiday party. Pops McCain's, fine whiskeys and bourbons, holiday spirits. Get yourself some spirits. Jason Fogg, proprietor. Find him on all your social platforms to get the whiskeys or bourbons that you need for the holidays. And Mamma Mia's Pizzeria, the Chick-fil-A pie, a hit like always tonight. I'll put it out there. I'll admit we cheated tonight.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you.
got
Early.
Thanks, Jim.
We got some wings from Burns.
Sweaty.
One of the best wing spots in the city. The best, in my opinion.
Yeah, the best. 100% the best.
So good. We are fed. We are getting hydrated. It got loud in here before the show. I expect it to get loud again.
I'm gonna stay quiet.
Where do you want us? Do you want to start college football playoffs?
Yeah,
we don't want to talk about the Niners game, right?
We can talk.
blow right
I'll
past
talk
that. We
about
don't wanna
college
talk about
football
that. We don't wanna
playoffs.
talk
Yeah,
about
I got no problem talking about college football.
Now let's get to the Niners game.
All right,
Let's go to the Niners game. Loss number 2 on the season. Wasn't good. It was not. I mean, it was ugly. We've been saying all season that they've been winning ugly, but this was not a good game. Hurts got banged up again. Everybody's crying about the run game. The defense is what killed them. The secondary could do nothing. Debo, he backed up what he said. 3 touchdowns. I mean, the guy just came out, played. They made Brock Purdy look like Joe Montana, even though his passes were like, what was his longest pass? Like 13 yards?
Yeah,
13 yards. In
they were quick little.
He's,
Yeah, they
he's
were
up
quick
there.
little bubble
Apparently,
screens.
Brock
and Debo
Turdy.
ran.
Brock Turdy's the MVP favorite.
apparently it's
Yeah.
Brock and Dak running for that MVP.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to me, the loss is on the defense. A lot of people were
Brock's
crying about the run game.
Purdy's
Maybe
about as good as Colin
all in
McCord.
that secondary and the linebackers. Those are my thoughts. I'll pass it to you, Smitty. What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, the defense, 6 straight touchdowns. 6 straight touchdowns. No excuse. 6 straight touchdowns. No adjustments. Desai, two drives in the beginning. Looks like they're going to hold them. And then Shanahan, and hats off to them, they made adjustments, and the Eagles did nothing. I think it talks about what we've said before is the linebackers are a problem. The secondary is a problem. I don't think it's that big of a deal if Darius Slay can't play this week against Dallas because he's been awful. He's been awful. I mean, Darius Slay was the one that got picked on the most. And I know our leading safety is in the Pro Bowl, but all he does is get burnt. I mean, he makes tackles, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with the linebacker play. They couldn't really get much of a pass rush going. Piss poor performance, but I think that if you look at their schedule, they were kind of set up to lose one of these games.
Yep.
So to be honest, I don't like the way they lost. It's embarrassing, but I also think now the Niners are feeling themselves, and I think that's going to come back to bite them in their ass.
Yeah.
And their fine wine ass.
The
And
offense,
Dom's the man.
We'll talk about that.
the offense started out well, moving the ball downfield almost at will. Slants were working. They had to settle for 2 field goals because of miscues. But then the offense disappeared. As my brother said after the game, he said they were never the same after Donovan. I keep saying Donovan. After Jalen slipped and fell. They were never the same team again on offense after that. The defense was just brutal. You know, they came out on fire those first 2 series. And Purdy looked fried. He looked like he was Eli Manning deer in the headlights. He was making bad decisions, bad throws. He had a couple passes knocked down. They did nothing. I think they went backwards actually on those first 2 drives. McCaffrey did nothing. And then from that point on, it was an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
They just came out. They scored, like you said, Smitty, 6 straight TDs. When a defense gives up that, you have 0 chance of winning the game because another offense is just not going to be able to replicate that and keep up pace. It's like getting in a shootout with the old, late or mid '80s Lakers Showtime. You're not winning a shootout with those kind of Lakers, and you're not winning that game if you're going to give up 6 straight TDs. The coaching staff did not make adjustments. It was just a putrid game from about halfway through the first quarter on, and it was horrible to sit through and watch.
Horrible.
We had a few San Fran fans in our section, and they were just living it up.
Just tell them how to work last year. They did.
There was a guy standing in the standing room section, only next to us, and he had a Frisco blanket that he took out and hung over the railing, and we were just like, he's really doing that, and he didn't shut up from the second quarter on.
I thought
Was it 20% of the stadium?
No, not even
You heard those
close.
jokers say it.
Yes,
Like, they're gonna take
28%.
over.
It was supposed to be 28. It was maybe 10 to 15 at most.
They do travel well. They're like us. Buffalo was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot on Christmas. The Giants.
Yeah. I hear you, Nate.
There was behind their bench. There was.
I remember
especially the fourth
2
quarter.
years ago they came here. The year after COVID, they had a lot of fans there. They just travel well. I just hope they all had a nice drive back to Jersey, or the Bay Area, because none of them come from there anyway. But yeah, I mean, it was just a horrible game. I mean,
Like Hurts says,
You-
flush it, right?
yeah, you got to flush it down the toilet, and
But you look at it before you flush it.
yeah, you got to analyze
make
it.
sure
You got to
it's all right.
analyze
Yeah,
it.
I'm inspecting it for some blood.
Yeah, you
It
gotta
got ripped up.
you gotta analyze it. But the thing that bothers me the most is that, like, all the talking they did all off season, the Niners, and they come in here and do what they were
Reddick ran his mouth too,
and do what they were talking about, and it's like, well, shit.
But they also
like,
got us. Like, I mean, I'm not one to make excuses, but this schedule is extremely rough, right? We want to get.
yeah, they were due for a
we need Buffalo.
letdown.
San Francisco
But-
played 1 game in 10 days. We played 3 in 14, including an overtime game against Buffalo. And then we're even getting screwed this week with freaking Dallas.
And
Dallas hasn't played in
the
2
last
days.
the last 2 weeks they've been playing.
And then we
in-
got to go to Seattle.
Then in the last 2 games was prior to San Fran, they played in the cold and rain, terrible weather. Guys get sick. They might not have been 100% all those
I agree
guys.
with you.
I'm
Listen.
just kidding, but
I agree.
they are professionals. They're professionals.
We're-
We're
in the
got
mouth.
2 games left in the gauntlet, right? The gauntlet of the season. We got 2 games left. If we get through these 2 games, even if we lose one of the next 2,
I still think
Yeah.
we're going to
2 out of the 5, if we lost, like I think we would have got through that. Saying that's good.
Yeah,
Man,
3 and
At the
2.
beginning of the season, looking
Yeah.
at those teams: Miami, Buffalo, Dallas, Niners, Seattle.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's at Seattle though. That's tough.
yeah, that's gonna.
That's
be,
a tough one.
Yeah, you're on the road back to back.
So, yeah.
But
You're
here's the-
at Dallas and then you're at Seattle. That's tough.
It is, but you know what? What has this team always shown? Like I understand
Resilience.
when they get punched in the mouth, they come back, and I
And-
think you're going to
Nick
see the same
Castellanos.
thing. No, it's not Nick Castellanos. That's what hurts too. All right, so shut up.
No, I said like
Dude,
what was
Hurts,
it?
They're not losing this
It
game.
was the
AJ
Chiefs-
Brown. Did you see that
AJ.
interview
The
yesterday?
The Chiefs game. I was like,
Yeah.
when they came back after the game, I was like, you can't ever count them out. As long as Hurts is healthy, you can't count
There's
the
a
Eagles
lot- There's
out.
a lot of factors.
He
that
just
go into
finds
this
ways.
game.
Like last week was like the Niners, they were outplayed, outcoached, out everything.
Okay,
But
it happens.
in close games, you can't count the Eagles out. Like Hurts just finds ways to.
I think
make
that
plays
this is going to
and-
be good for this team in the long run because I think they were starting to feel themselves. And They
Yeah,
thought they could get by. but
Yeah.
Now they got punched in the mouth.
I agree.
And here's the other thing too, like the whole talk in the and I get the offense, like, all right, hasn't been as explosive as last year. I'm not going to disagree with that, but like when you're listening to talk radio, or we're even listening to some of our jokers in our group chat, you can't give up 6 touchdowns and then start talking about firing the offensive coordinator. I don't care.
the defense
if
is
the
a
defense
bigger
can't
problem.
stop anything.
Yeah,
The defense couldn't stop Helen Keller.
the defense is a bigger problem right now than the
Would the
offense.
prep have scored a touchdown on Sunday, Smith?
They might have.
Well, it depends. I mean, are they bringing in the recruits from Maryland? They bringing in the 5-star, the
Honest-
5-star
Texas
water
kids.
boy that's been lifting with
That-
Mr. Swift.
That game was like watching the prep versus CBC.
You know what else?
No,
You know
at
what
least
else I'll
the
say
Eagles
that you
scored
guys
and
aren't gonna
competed
agree
for a
with, too?
quarter.
Like, the run game's been different, and I know we all like trash Sanders, but Sanders having a better year than Swift, and
Is
been
he?
more
Is he?
productive.
Is he?
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
And look at last year's to this year's.
Oh, you're talking about?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about right
No,
now.
here's the other thing with
Sanders is
Why?
ass.
Yeah, I thought you meant this year.
No, but I'm saying like the whole other thing too with this running game is
Sanders should be thanking that whole
Yeah, I
offensive
agree,
line
'cause
for
he got
getting
paid.
him
Yep.
$5
Well,
million
I think he
dollars
should
or
have
whatever he
stayed.
got.
I mean, and state, but either way, what I'm trying to say is there's something. Well, first of all, they were able to run the ball, like I said, better when Jurgens was fully healthy. The other thing too is like I was looking at stats from, and I think I shared them with you guys. Like the league has evolved that it's not as much a running game. I'm not saying you go completely away from the running game, but if you look at the stats from 22 and the Ravens, who were number 1, they're not even close. Like nobody's even close to having those top 5 rushing yards.
Yeah, but
that
when
were
are the
last
Eagles
year.
most successful?
No, I agree.
When
but
they
there's but
establish
here's the
some
thing,
sort
but
of
they
running
haven't been
game.
able to successfully establish the
Yeah,
run.
so why go away
So-
completely?
And they haven't been able to establish successfully the run. And on Sunday, you can't run the ball when
But-
you're way behind.
But they've proven this season that they can
I'm
win a
not-
game running the ball.
But,
When the game was still in the balance early on, they were passing too much. They
You
weren't
got-
running
listen,
enough.
You guys, all right. So the first 2 drives, you said the drives were beautiful, right?
Yeah, they,
What happened?
they-
No, wait, hold on, let me finish. They pass. Then
I
when
didn't think
got
they
in
were
the red
beautiful.
zone, they tried to run the ball, and Swift, instead of cutting in where there was a block by the guard, he decides to try to bounce it outside. And I understand he's a prep education, so that factors into it. He probably went to class once every 10 days. But like the running
but he's
game
playing in the
doesn't
NFL.
work. The other thing too is that you got to remember that teams now know that this Hurts run is coming. It's not as easy. So we have to either, and if we can't run the ball, you got to pass the ball. And you're also forgetting that they have they're losing
Every
Here's
week.
the
with this-
one factor that nobody's thinking about.
you need a
They
budget
have
for it.
not been able to successfully run the ball since Dallas Goedert went out, and Dallas Goedert is one of the best blocking tight ends in football.
After he lost
And I
his
think
phone,
you'll
you
see
lost
it.
me. I just didn't listen. I'm
Right?
sorry.
Yes.
Shut up.
Goddard being back, yeah, sure.
No, he's a great blocking tight end, right or wrong.
Yeah,
And it
I
opens the-
guess.
All right, well, you're gonna see
That's-
it.
I think I was gonna say I think the whole we haven't been running the ball is because you're not seeing Swift do it. It's Swift and Gainwell, and it's not working. The only one
I'm
who
tired
seems
of
to be
seeing
running the ball
Gainwell.
well is Jalen.
Yeah.
And
And
he's not
I-
even
this
doing
week-
a lot.
What are they
The Niners-
designed
the
or
Niners were
like?
the best run defense in the league,
Yeah,
right?
you're not running
and
on
they
it.
couldn't get anything
Right.
going at all.
And like Harper
And I don't know if
knows
that's
exactly
the,
what
the
hell they're
line's
doing.
getting banged up. I do get worried about this offensive line get later in the season.
Actually, I think it's going
Lane's
to
not
be better.
100%.
I think it's going to
Kelsey-
be better as they get 100%. I'm
I
looking
think
at
it only
Jurgens.
gets better if they can really
Hurts needs to
establish
get healthy. I mean,
Hurts
listen to
with
David Carr.
the knee
If you
doesn't.
want to bench Mariota, that clown.
Carr's dope. He's taking too many shots to the head.
What do you say?
Bench
Oh, you didn't
Mariota.
Hear that?
Oh, he should have a conversation with Hurts. And if you want to win long term, we're gonna go with Mariota because he's a better option right now. I'm dead serious, dude. It was on NFL Access. I thought.
How does he have a-
Robinson was
He
gonna
handled it very
destroy
well.
He
Yeah.
handled it
very
instantly.
well.
Robinson would
Yeah.
turn around and be like, "Dude, are you an effing idiot?" That's what his language
Yeah.
looked
Penn
like.
Stater.
The rest of the people they were like,
Listen, teams
What?
lose a game. All right, the problem
"She
that
said
we're,
it's number
you
two.
know what we're perseverating
We're just,
on.
you know what?
No, we're
This shows how
perseverating
good
on the
we've
fact
been
that
in
this is a
years.
team-
We're perseverating."
Yes, we all are in Philadelphia. Not
Wait.
You
Wait,
can't
you can't
expect
use a
the
word
team-
like perseverating.
You
Yes, I
can't
can.
While we're all
expect the
sitting here
team or
drinking.
defense
Yes, I
to go
can.
out there. We're playing 3 games in 14
Would
days.
you guys
and on the
care if they
field
got
for
their
90
ass beat
plays.
this much? I think if it was the Bills as opposed to the Niners, I
No,
don't think
and
you
you
guys
also-
would all be doing
Wait.
this.
You
I
also-
don't.
It's because the Niners talked all this crap in
Right.
the offseason. That's why it's such a big deal.
It's
and
not
I
a
hate
big
it.
deal.
Uh,
It's a
listen,
fucking regular season
I know.
game.
Listen. The media, the way they turn, like say, "Oh, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl." Now they're like, "Oh, the Eagles are going to lose the NFC."
That's great.
Like, they just have so many flip flopping
I
opinions.
love the fact that now everybody's riding
you can't-
pretty hard.
Yes, and you can't
And he's
expect
the
the
MVP,
team.
and the Niners are going to do it. And guess what? The Niners probably going to lose to Dallas in the playoffs.
You can't expect the team to win 2 emotional games back to back and go out and win a third one.
Right.
It's not going to happen. It's physically impossible.
DJ.
I want to say,
DJ doesn't agree.
are the 49ers the Atlanta Braves of the NFL?
That's a good question. I'd say yes.
Dominate regular season play. Come playoff time, they kind of shrivel up.
Yeah. Shrivel up like Purdy. Yeah.
What do you think?
No,
I kinda-
no, I don't. I don't.
I'm going more
No,
to
Because they
Dallas.
got the NFC Championship.
No.
last year.
Before
Braves
you say
have
that-
Braves
And the
have,
Braves
No,
won it.
stop.
A
yeah,
World
but
Series.
The
Okay.
49ers went to a Super
Wait,
Bowl,
hold on.
lost. They went to a championship game, lost.
Wait,
They went to the
wait.
divisional round, lost.
Look at
They
my-
went to an NFC
Look
championship
at
game,
Kyle
lost.
Shannon's record in the playoffs. You like to look at records and facts, right? That because you can't. No, I'm serious.
No, I hate records.
He's
and facts.
500, right?
Not
Or
even.
they're a little low
Yeah.
under 500.
He's not even. I just think
Take Quake. San Francisco 49ers are the Atlanta Braves of the NFL.
Nate's going to tell you that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I don't think they will. Niners.
I want to see how the Eagles respond.
Right.
You gonna find
what
out
do you
Sunday.
expect? What do you-
AJ Arthur
Yeah,
Juan.
see, if you see
Arthur
AJ
Juan Brown put it on
I
you.
think they're going to lay it on Dallas.
You see something different.
I do.
Different energy.
Different
I
energy.
really do.
Lane Johnson's planting that turd Fraudsons
But it's hard to beat
into
Dallas
the dirt.
this year.
But even if they,
It's a bad
but
spot.
here's the problem. I'm going to also say this.
I say it's a
people aren't
bad
gonna
spot
like,
for Dallas.
even if
Bad
they
news
lose
for the
to Dallas,
Cowboys.
They're still going to get the
Bad
number one
day to
seed.
be a Cowboy.
13-4 is not getting the number one seed in the NFC.
Well, San Fran might not lose again.
Yes, they will.
Their schedules.
The Rams
I got-
are going to
I
have
got
to
the
play that
schedule.
last game to get in the playoffs. Rams are going to get in the playoffs. Rams split with them every
What about the Packers?
year. Rams should have beat them in the playoffs.
They got to play Baltimore once.
The Niners.
home. Yeah, I got the schedules right here. We could go through that. I'm
I don't
go
think
through
the
it later.
Niners
We can
lose
go
again.
through
I
it.
honestly think the Eagles go 13-4. They still win the one. I don't agree with that. Isn't it in
So,
Baltimore?
They got home against Seattle, then they're at
Yeah,
Arizona,
why do you think?
then they're home against Baltimore, then they're at Washington, and home against the Rams.
I think they can lose a game. And what if they don't lose?
I think they lose 2 games.
So wait, if
Hot
you-
take. I
do
think
you-
they lose 2
really?
of those
Do
games.
you
Yes.
think? Yeah, I mean,
Because
this-
they're gonna
They're
drop
We
2 of
think
those
they're on
games.
top of the world right now.
Yeah, yeah.
dude, they
And
do.
that
was- that
Seattle
was
going
their
to
Super
Candle-
Bowl.
Point.
Seattle's gonna go in the candlestick and punch them.
It's
in the
kind of
face.
like what the Phillies did. I think
Sure,
the Phillies
they
started
do.
smelling themselves
I mean-
after they beat the Braves, and that's why they got their ass beat by the Diamondbacks.
Seattle
Well,
should have beat
2-0.
Dallas last week.
Right.
Yeah, they should have.
So Seattle might be smelling themselves a little bit right now.
That's fine. We'll go to Seattle and smoke.
No,
them.
I'm saying Seattle might put one on San Fran this weekend.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
I just think it was a bad spot for the Eagles. I think we're looking too much into it. The team's still 10-2. They're a great team, and it's not the end of the world.
Do you drive with your hands on the wheel 10 too?
Yeah.
Safe. Seagulls are playing it safe. Safe driving.
So listen,
If you
If
need good
the-
insurance. Oh.
do you agree that? Do you agree?
Whoops.
If they get this team again at the link, you really think they're getting their ass beat again?
In the playoffs, no.
No.
Zero shot.
I think if the Eagles get home field advantage, I don't think they're losing.
Right. And why don't you think they're going to home field?
I mean, if they lose to Dallas, they drop to a wild card spot. Now, I don't think they
No,
lose.
dude. First of all, Dallas. You look at Dallas' schedule. They ain't running the table. We're winning.
I'm just saying, after this week, if we lose, fans are gonna be like, "Oh God," like panic button.
Do you know what
Dallas could lose
Yep.
3 in a row. Actually,
Yeah.
Dallas could lose 4 in a row if they lose to us.
No, if once we get past Dallas, it's smooth sail. Like we
At
should
Buffalo,
win
at-
out.
I'm not worried. I'm going to be honest with you. I've said it all year. I'm not worried.
If we beat,
confident.
if we lose to Dallas, look, we should win out. Should, but everyone's gonna be like panic mode.
Oh yeah,
if they
that's
lose.
right, Nate. If we lose that, what am I saying? 13-4. If we lose this weekend, we're gonna go 14-3. 14-3 don't get the number 1 seed. Yeah. Come on.
Who you got getting the number 1 seed? You think it's San Fran at this point?
Yeah, but if
Anybody have any faith at all in Detroit? Any
No,
inkling that Detroit-
I
no.
hope Detroit gets a
No.
1 seed, I'll go into Motor City and give them a smackdown.
Who does Detroit play?
Detroit's
at
not.
Chicago, home against Denver, at Minnesota, at Dallas.
They might
home
lose to
against
Denver.
Minnesota.
They might lose to Denver.
Minnesota's still in the playoff hunt.
So
Don't lose to
we're saying
Dallas.
Detroit's out. So it's Eagles, San Fran.
If Detroit gets in the playoffs, they're gonna get smoked.
We will smoke Detroit.
Detroit's
Yeah,
gonna lose in the
Campbell's
playoffs.
Dude,
First
are we
game.
smoking Detroit?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes.
Well, I
Yes.
think Shaq Leonard, and then we're.
I don't
getting
think.
through this.
I don't think Detroit is built for the playoffs. I don't.
You don't think,
I don't think so. No.
dude? I think too many of you.
9-2?
No.
And
9
look
and
at their
2.
schedule.
No.
Look at who they played.
What are they? 8 and 4.
Who they beat?
No, they're 9-3.
9 and 3.
That's why I'm saying that's
Who have the Detroit Lions beat? Other and don't give me the Chiefs because they didn't have Kelsey. Who have they beat?
Or Chris Jones.
Who have they beat?
They beat everybody they should beat.
Oh, the Packers.
They beat 9
No,
teams.
they lost to the Packers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They beat, but
Dude, they got smoked by the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, and you're telling me that the Eagles can't beat them?
Yeah.
Still, the Packers. Dude,
Packers are in the
are you
playoff
worried
hunt.
about the
In the
Lions?
hunt.
Yeah,
In the
they
hunt.
are. Yes, they are.
Are you worried?
No, the only teams I worry be in the NFC are the Niners and maybe the Cowboys, but stop. No,
It's
Nate,
Detroit.
stop.
Figuring out here in
No.
the playoffs is not.
Nate, you're better than this. You are better than this. I'm telling you. No.
All right, so you think
Not
that,
Detroit.
You think that coach is going to actually make adjustments and win games? That dude sucks.
I'm just telling you, they're off. Like, we would have a problem with that offense.
I don't think so.
I think
I'm
they
not saying we
they
can't score on their defense. I'm just saying we're going to have problems with that offense. I'm just
We would
they're a team
we would
that
win by
needs
10.
to run to establish their passing game, and we could stop their running game. Look, they got Amon Ra. He's outside of that.
Sam Laporta, like you can
talk about the two guys that are like in the top 5 at their respective positions. Though.
I think
But they only
I
get
don't
that
see
because
them
of
as
their
a
running
threat.
game with Gibbs
but
and
the
Montgomery.
Jared Goff is still their quarterback.
Montgomery was always underrated. He was-
Jared
I like
Goff.
Montgomery. That's what I'm saying. But if we can stop, like our run defense can hold them in check, they're not going to be able to throw the ball.
But if you force them to pass, they will have a lot of success passing. the ball.
Everybody has success passing.
That's
the
what I'm
ball.
saying. Like, that's why I can't count them out. Like, they're scary. Like, I think they're scary. That's me.
No, I
Text.
Jared Goff doesn't scare me.
Jared Goff.
Doesn't scare me.
I'm not scared of Jared.
I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. The defense is very, but I also think don't you think this defense is going to figure it out? Like, I think Shaq Leonard helped. And do you think they're going to get Sue?
I saw that. I don't know.
Well, that's also that,
They'd be
Jake.
good for him. They need him. They need him.
The problem is his corners.
Aye.
Like, everybody thought Avonte Maddox wasn't a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. He's a deal. And Roby hasn't.
And safety play, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I want to, like, you're telling me Sidney Brown, and there was like, they even said he had like 9 good plays against the Niners. He don't
Palmer,
play.
you're better than this too. Detroit. Why are people scared of Detroit? I'd rather play the
What do you
Lions.
I'm not.
I'm just making sure I don't got no boogies on me. I'm making sure. I don't
No, I'm not.
I
see what
they
you're saying.
don't scare me.
I just don't think they can beat us. That's all.
And they're not as explosive on offense as the Niners, as the
only thing is
Cowboys,
they do
like
have a good defensive front with Hutchinson that could spy Hurts, but I think our wide receivers could expose them. Now, can we stop them? Is what you're saying?
That's what I'm
Can
saying.
we stop St. Brown and
like-
Jamison Williams in that running?
Like even though we'll score, they'll keep going.
nah, not worried.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't
Like,
know
we
what-
gotta,
I don't know what's going on.
we gotta move on.
I saw something that freaked me out.
Are we talking?
We're not gonna go there.
Smitty's nudes leaked.
He just saw a nude picture.
Smitty's nudes leaked.
I'll explain after we're off the air.
I didn't realize I was on BigJohnson.com. All right. So
All right. So,
I'm not.
what help is coming for this team?
Well, I
We
think
got
Shaq-
it right.
Do you?
We
yeah,
are
well,
the
know.
source.
The sources
It
is
finally happened. It was delayed a little bit.
Rappaport and Schefter, EAD.
It was SAC.
Well, both at the same time.
It was a little delayed because Shaq did the right thing.
he was
Dallas.
he-
Well,
minute,
he won-
give him
considerate.
a minute.
We
to-
told the sources that he's a loyal guy.
We had picture proof of the space,
Yeah, we did.
his
we
locker.
didn't even put that up, did we?
No, we kept it
Oh,
respectable.
should we put it up now?
Nah,
Okay.
keep it respectable. We gotta respect the source.
Well, is our source still? Our source said that Ertz wants to come here. The Eagles are iffy.
I
So that's
don't want her.
I
I'm
would-
not that
I
I
think
don't.
you're-
I
want
would
her.
not run with that.
How does Ertz
Ertz
not
goes
help
to
this team?
Yeah, that's the part
That's
I
why
don't
I don't
understand.
run-
You
I
guys
think
go
he's.
against
I think it's similar
He
to
might go to
Julio.
San Fran. Are you worried about if he goes to San
Why
Fran?
would he go to San Fran?
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I would be concerned if he went
That's
there.
Then that's why you make that move.
Or,
That's why you
or
make that move.
Dallas.
Dude,
I saw
Ertz
he would go
went
to
San Francisco-
Kansas City.
He might, dude, or KC.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I think KC needs him more than.
What has Zach Ertz done in Arizona?
Dude,
It was
Ertz
Arizona.
led the team in receiving yards before he got
It was
fired.
Arizona.
Okay, you
Dude,
guys.
you really don't think Ertz is a help in the red zone?
I do think he would be beneficial to
Is
this
Ertz a
offense,
help
but
in the red zone? Him and Goddard, is that a mismatch?
pro-
Brown and
yeah,
Smith.
yeah.
That's what you're using them for. You're not bringing them in to be
But
number
it's
one.
but it's not like oh, we're over the hump now. Like
I think
I
he's,
don't-
I think he's another weapon that helps in the passing game.
I get it.
See
That
this
was
right here?
6 years
See
ago.
this right here?
That was 6 years
Hey,
ago.
do you think he helps us in the passing game?
Like-
Yeah, Ertz still has something in the tank, bro. Maybe you don't. But
It's a quarter tank, maybe.
Oh, I think-
Rank Julio Jones, Jack Stoll, and Zach Ertz. Rank them for me.
All right.
All right.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
Julio,
Zach are 1A.
Julio, Ertz,
You're taking Julio.
Grant
Ertz?
Calcaterra, Britton Covey,
Jack
then
Stoll had a
Jack
nice
Stoll,
catch in the one game against Buffalo.
Greg Ward.
Greg
Ward's
Ward
back.
made the
I did
practice
see-
squad.
I did see he's
Zeke
back.
was
He got
excited
cut.
about that. No,
He's
just,
back.
He's
He's-
back.
Oh, they're back. He's
Yeah,
back.
it's-
They said
He
April
said, "I'm doing
Fools.
it for the little Deke."
Good.
They said April Fools. Nah, you can come back.
Yeah, they're like, you can come back. We need you.
We need your
I think
positive energy.
You really don't think Ertz is? I think Ertz come back. I think it's the right move.
If anything, to keep him from San Fran, I think that's good.
If he goes to San Fran, he becomes public enemy number one. I don't care if he won a Super Bowl. If
he
wins a
won
Super
the
Bowl,
Cali guy,
game-winning
right?
It doesn't
touchdown.
matter.
Game-winning touchdown.
It doesn't. If he goes to San Fran and they beat us here for
Eh.
the NFC Championship,
Eh.
and he has a huge
Well, all right. Yeah. In that
Yeah.
case, yes.
Well, then there you go. That's what'll happen to us. That's Philly
I'm
luck.
not even kidding. I think one of us could tackle Zach Ertz.
You're an idiot, dude.
Why
You
not?
really are. He
He goes
He's
down
down-
on a pinky.
Down on first contact
A
every
pinky
time.
brings him down.
You ever see him break a tackle?
I don't know, Joe. He made the comment.
Yeah,
on here.
Joe
No,
Dwayne,
No,
yep.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Look, that's the knock on him. That's the
Yeah. I
guess
don't
he does.
recall him ever breaking
He
a
catches
tackle.
the ball. I get
Catches
it.
the
I get
ball.
it. But like,
What does Julio do?
He used
Stand
to,
there and watch the ball go.
he's a
over.
traffic cone.
He
at
used to
this
catch the
point.
ball.
Like,
I'll take Zach.
I think it's just more of a decoy if you bring.
Look,
him here.
if they sign him, I will be happy. I will not complain. I will welcome him back to the team. No problem. If they don't, unless he goes to San Fran, I'm not going to miss him.
I'm
If he
gonna be-
decides to retire,
listen,
great. Good
listen.
for you. Thank you, Zach.
Nah, he's not. Somebody will sign him.
Hurts
he can
is-
still get money.
Hurts is
Yeah.
about to take this team to another level, just like last year.
They
That's all I'm
better.
gonna tell you.
I just hope coaching doesn't hold him back.
What was it? What's his word? What's the Alabama quarterback say?
They didn't play the standard. Dennis.
No,
He
not
said
the
he-
standard.
He said
What
this
was
week
it?
was not
What
every-
was his quote?
He said, "I had a path before everyone had an opinion on me."
Exactly. That's right. Even though Nate's got
I gotta put that like on my like.
Nate
when I
Nate's
leave
got
my
his-
door every day.
Nate's got
yeah,
his opinion about
like
Detroit.
smack
Well,
it.
Hurts has an
like
opinion.
smack it every time I leave my bedroom.
Nate, you're confident Hurts
Start the
bounces
day
back?
off right.
I'm actually confident enough to say that Hurts is going to bounce back, and even though it
Did
doesn't matter,
Hurts-
and win league MVP.
Did Hurts really have that bad of a game?
No, but I'm just saying in general.
Like,
I think
I don't-
he's going to go on a
the
tear. and win
defense
league
was just
MVP.
so bad. The
You think
offense,
The defense was horrible. They couldn't tackle.
The
They could not
offense
tackle.
couldn't
If they
do
win
Nobody
out-
could tackle.
I know you guys don't care, but if they went out, he gets league MVP. Everybody.
oh
agrees.
yeah, because they're going. That would make them 15-2.
Shut up.
They have one more loss.
What do you think about him going off for the concussion? That was weird.
Yeah,
Like, why didn't he
He
just
got-
go to the 10th?
Yeah, take a shit. Come on.
No,
That-
No, well, you know what I'll tell you was weird? Sirianni down 20 and let Swift get lit up and have Hurts out there. That's
They're-
the first
they're-
time where I'm like, he's an idiot.
They
They
were
weren't coming
they
back.
were down 23.
I'm
They're,
sorry. Would you agree with me?
if yes, if they were
Damn, we're
if
agreeing tonight.
if they were winning
go,
42-19, would they have been in? No,
No.
no. So why were they in if they were down 42?
I would have loved to see Mariota get lit up.
There was no reason whatsoever. I don't
we
care what
would have protected you.
I
You
don't
weren't
care
getting
what
lit up.
Sirianni says. There was no reason whatsoever for them to be in there after about the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter. None, zero.
Did none of you think it was strange though that he had to go back to the locker room?
He probably had to take a dump.
Uh,
Nah, it's because he got like when the tackle happened, he got like knee in the
Yeah,
face.
but normally they just go to the 10th.
I think they do testing in the locker room now, though.
I would think they can do the testing in the 10th.
Damn.
Push your fist
Listen,
against my hand.
Are you guys? Let's not get. Let's just. I'm asking you guys this for Christmas. This is what I want from you
Is this
guys.
all you want for Christmas?
Let's not
Ryan Smith,
get
Mariah
too
Carey.
caught up in this loss. Let's not be like.
I'm
depressed and
over
down
it
there,
already.
man. No,
I'm
I know,
over it
but
already.
I've heard so much like national media, like they're frauds. Even what's his name, the guy that I like, Orlovsky. Now he's like, oh, they've been exposed.
Did
Like,
you hear Stephen A. Smith?
everybody well, yeah, he's
He's saying now you got to delegitimize. Cool.
That's right. You did
Say it
good.
again.
I have a headache. I have
Say
a
that
headache.
again for me, big boy.
Delegitimize.
No, that's wrong. You failed.
Delegitimize.
Delegitimize.
The lies that-
I have a college degree.
From Westchester.
Rams up.
Get rammed up.
He said
No,
he-
what is it called? What
Rams up.
Yeah, Rams up. Okay.
Yeah, you're rammed up.
We could talk about Rand up and
You can if you want.
we won't
I
go there.
wasn't there.
All right.
Yes,
Sue?
you were.
Anybody think Sue helps this team?
Yeah.
He could, yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
Oh my
our,
god.
it's our
I'd rather have
source.
Ertz than Sue.
Is our
I
source
wanna-
saying
I
that?
want both. Our source says Sue's unlikely.
We should ask
You said-
them.
See, I got the sense that Detroit's trying to go for that reunion. Is that what you're hearing?
I'm just hearing that the Eagles are unlikely.
We don't have sources in Detroit.
No, but our source close says that Sue's more likely to go back to Detroit. It's where he started his career. Maybe he can finish with a ring.
Put out the tweet. Just put out the tweet.
Put it
Sue
out.
to Detroit.
I can't do that.
Call up.
All right.
He's got a call.
I got
Make
it.
a business call.
Yeah, it's my-
I got a question aimed specifically at Smitty, but anyone's welcome to comment.
No,
I'm good. Thank you. And think about what I'm asking before you
Just get to the
jump
question.
all
I'm
over
not
it.
going to jump over you. Let's say. Tell me what it is, bud.
You know how we said last year that Minnesota is the most fraudulent, what were they, 13-14 team
Yeah.
ever? Could the Eagles be this year's version of Minnesota with when you take into
That
consideration
fight state's going.
they've
down.
gone to overtime 2 times this year.
limbo.
They've struggled both times against Washington. They lost to the Jets. They lost to the 49ers. And they had to come back numerous times to win a game late.
Didn't the
in the game.
Vikings have like 3 losses already by this time last year?
No, I
though?
see
No.
what you're saying, but
I do see
think
what you're
that
saying, but I
Eagles
think-
have- Eagles have too much veteran leadership.
Here's the
That's
thing.
bad.
Here's-
And I'm strictly playing devil's advocate when I ask that
Here's
question.
the-
'Cause I don't
here's-
believe they
Yeah,
are.
well, out Satan.
I not today.
Allow that
Satan.
money.
You need an exorcism?
I think that the Eagles have different star power than the Vikings did.
Oh,
last year.
absolutely.
I mean,
The the roster's 100
the
times
Vikings had Justin Jefferson healthy, who's probably the best receiver in the league when he's healthy, and TJ Hackensack. He calls him Hackensack. Hawkinson.
Hoboken. TJ Hoboken.
better. Yeah, him too.
TJ Newark.
Stan. Get excited.
You look visual behind that.
Jeez, dude, you're hiding.
Whoa, maybe
I think the
He's
Eagles.
hiding
I
behind
think
the
the Eagles
bar
are
like
more
Nick
explosive.
Simpson. He said he's getting excited, so that's why
Oh,
I hide
my
behind the
God.
bar.
TJ Hawkinson gets him up there.
I just,
TJ gets a
I
rise.
think it's just every team has a loss like this. I
Yeah,
mean,
they were
it
due for a
happens.
letdown game. It just
Right. The
sucks
Jets game.
that it
I
came
just
against.
wanted to shut the Niners fans up.
I hear you.
The players.
Oh, that dude
they're
that
gonna
looks
yap
like.
around and that's
How about
fine.
that
That's-
dude on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to beat his ass so
Fine.
bad.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good one, buddy.
Throwing shots.
steel cage match.
Yeah,
you got you versus that radio guy.
I'll beat his ass.
All right, it's Dallas week.
It is.
Do we want to move on to Dallas week?
I
Yeah.
took a great Dallas this morning.
Dallas is back.
I got you,
Dallas.
Smitty. I caught you.
Dallas is not back.
You don't think he's back?
Dak?
Or Dallas? I bet
Oh yeah, Dallas Goddard's
that's
back.
going to help.
You know
Yeah,
what I
you,
think's so
you
funny?
didn't say that clearly.
You know
Jay.
what?
Or Dallas.
Yeah, you know what I think's so funny is that everybody now, which happens all the time with Dak, right? He's playing great. They're gonna make him the highest paid quarterback in the league, and they're gonna regret it. I mean,
Oh, they did that once before, didn't they?
but they're talking about. Didn't you hear about it? He's gonna get a new
Extension?
contract.
Yeah, he's up after next year, right?
Yeah.
Tommy Cutlets.
Wait, Dak's contract's already up.
He's
I
gonna
thought
be-
he.
next year.
They're talking. he's
Wow,
gonna
I
be-
thought he
he's gonna
just
be the
signed
highest
it.
paid quarterback. Jerry Jones said. This,
You should do it. Go ahead, do it. You'll
Yeah, I'm all
never-
for it.
the only thing I will
Yeah.
say is, dude, I don't know who the
Hey,
hell
Danny
can
Jones
stop
again?
CeeDee Lamb.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
the
concerned about.
Cowboys. If here's the thing, they can't run the ball like they have in recent years.
Yeah, but they
No.
came against us.
Oh.
Pollard had a good game.
They'll find a way. I'm sure they'll find a way.
He had his best game of the year, but he only had did he even have 60 yards?
I thought he had a great game.
I don't
I
know.
don't think
All
he
right.
did.
Well, maybe
I
Yeah,
think it was mainly Dak.
CeeDee Lamb.
Dak had like 375 and CD had 190.
And an
And
L.
then Dak stepped out on the 2-point conversion because he's a dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
Dak
MVP.
Dak is balling out right now, and you got to contain him. But I don't know if you can limit the big plays against them, you have a good chance, especially in that stadium.
This is perfectly set up for the Eagles to rebound. What
Sunday,
a better way than to go into Dallas, basically win the division, and then kids
And solidify your spot as the number one.
Right. And then hear all the media talk about it. Will any of them say they were wrong?
But you know,
no.
the other thing too that
They'll find a reason why.
Other
the
devil's
referees or
advocate-
Yeah.
Dallas only had
I
10 days
still-
rest
I
instead
still-
of 2 weeks.
I still think if they lose this game, they're getting the number of seed. I think 14-3 gets you the number.
If they lose
It
this
worries
week, that
me.
becomes extremely difficult. To do.
Everyone's gonna hit panic.
I don't
Because we
Everyone-
lose- we lose it-
Still not. I'm telling
Listen,
you,
we lose a tiebreaker to San Fran. We listen. We
don't
might
lose it to Dallas.
depend on.
We don't
Well,
lose
it
it to Dallas.
depends.
Depends your
It
conference record.
depends.
We have a better conference record.
There's
We
a
got
bunch of
3 losses in the
tiebreakers.
conference.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay.
Who they lose to in the AFC?
Who, the Eagles?
No,
or
the
the,
Cowboys.
I don't know.
Cowboys lost 2.
They got a lot of their
San
AFC
Fran.
games coming up.
No, but they've lost 3 games now.
Us.
I
Us.
thought you said the AFC.
Haven't they? Haven't all
They're
3
9-3.
losses been-
Are they all-
are
They lost to us,
San Fran. Us.
Detroit, not Detroit.
Arizona.
Arizona. They did
They
lose
did.
to
So
Arizona.
3 AFC
That's
games.
horrible. How did they
So
lose to Arizona?
technically, 14-3, we still get it.
Without Kyler Murray too.
We still get that. That's what I'm saying. Everybody just needs to relax.
Yeah, I don't think it becomes extremely.
The whole
It gets a little worrisome.
With because of the tiebreaker with San Fran,
there's
it
other
becomes
factors
extremely
that are
difficult.
going
I
in
think,
that,
I'm telling you,
that
San
this
Fran's
team,
going to drop.
Dude, I see them dropping one. I don't know
Purdy's
about
going to be
two.
like,
Purdy's going to drop it.
oh, I forgot, I'm not a real quarterback, and they're gonna drop a game or 2.
I don't know, man.
I
Purdy,
think you guys are giving too much credit to the Niners. That's what I think. I really do. This is the same team that lost 3 games in a row.
I know,
Just
but
relax.
was his name Samuel hurt for those 3
yes,
games?
they were banged up. Ayuk was in and out. Samuel was hurt.
So, but when we have guys out, that don't matter.
No,
No, I'm
they're
saying
not
national
that-
media. I'm not talking about.
Nobody was out on defense.
We find ways to win.
Yes, there
games.
was
our defense,
Cunningham.
Yeah,
Cunningham
our
makes a
best
difference.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does.
Cunningham and
and
Dean.
He's our best linebacker.
Kobe Dean was out.
We
not
didn't
the
have
Dean.
Shaq Leonard.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
stop.
Well,
he's
He's
on
not
the.
going to make a difference.
I hope.
Justin Atkins.
He's got to be the best linebacker on the team now, right?
Kev,
The
what's,
best
And
healthy-
that's say,
best
yeah,
healthy linebacker.
that's saying something
yeah, I mean,
because the Indianapolis Colts let him go, and from what I was hearing on the radio, he was like a big deal out there. He was a popular
He's gonna
player.
be a leader,
He
another
was an
linebacker
all
leader.
pro for a couple of years or more.
Yeah.
He was a really, really you
It's
know,
gonna be good. dude.
popular player out
like
there,
when
and they
Eagles-
let him
He's gonna
go.
have
It's like when
pick
the Eagles
six
let
in
Zach
Dallas.
Ertz go, traded Zach
Pick
Ertz.
6 in Dallas Sunday night. Shaq Leonard.
I'm
He's
all
gonna
for
turn
it.
around,
When's-
he's gonna drop
When's
into
Kevin
the-
Byard gonna make
Not
his
a pick
mount?
six.
Like
Fuck.
Byard had a good
Fumble.
game against
Kansas City, that was it.
that's a big
He's been
game.
here for what? 4 games
Dude,
now.
I
like
think-
you're supposed to be this.
His first
Dude,
game.
Dodge
it's
sucked.
hard to be
You're supposed to be
great.
the stud
It's
safety.
hard to
Like
be good when the rest of the secondary plays.
I hear you.
Right? It's like kind of like this show. When me and Deke do the show, I'm like,
Ah,
wait.
yeah. Okay.
know?
Uh-huh.
If it was just
So
me
that's
and
is
Deke.
that backhand to us?
Blabber on about like.
No, I
random
said
stuff.
Deke. I didn't say you guys. I said if me and Deke were doing the show ourselves, I'd be carrying the weight.
You may be best dressed, but you ain't the best on the show.
Oh, he is not best dressed.
He's
No,
always
it-
got the flyest, newest merch.
Thanks. This isn't new. I wore this to Jets game.
Ah, bad luck. That's
I
yeah,
got rid of my Hurts
we
jersey.
we need to establish
Did you burn
that.
it?
No, I got
Why we lost is because we all wore something different that we haven't.
Yes,
worn.
I
Not
wore
me.
my Browns
Not
Ellie
me.
Green jersey against
I had
Do
my
go
beat
back
dog
to
on.
Devontae Smith because I wore Devontae for Kansas City and Buffalo.
Yes, that's on us. That's
Do I
on
go back to
us.
Devontae?
I wore the gray Kelsey,
Oh well, you wore.
and I went to my
Dude.
sister's house to watch the game.
That's on us. See,
Ah.
you can't.
So you guys, you can't wear this hoodie this weekend.
What
Just
hoodie?
during the game.
I didn't wear this.
I
hoodie.
wasn't.
No, but I'm saying against Dallas.
I
Like
wasn't
Sunday
going
night,
to.
Oh,
I'm
no,
wearing
no,
my
no.
regular gear, dude. What are you talking
What's
about?
your gear?
B-Dog.
It's Reebok. They got to update that.
Hey, who went to the game with you?
Was it somebody different?
Oh, see,
man, there you go. That's a
we-
fail.
We're all-
if
we're all
we're-
taking blame. We're all
if
taking
we're
some
gonna
blame.
hold the team
Who
accountable,
went to the
we
Buffalo
have to be
game with you?
accountable.
So you got to take him again.
What happened with mom?
Gotta take mom
Was it
again.
mom?
Yeah,
was
where's
it-
mom at?
Oh,
mom?
yeah,
Was
it's in
mom? Was
Dallas.
yeah? You need mom back.
Yeah,
Here's the big question:
Who's going?
Have
for
you been
Christmas?
offered the playoff tickets yet, or have you reached out about the playoff tickets?
Things have shifted a little bit.
Oh,
In a
Are
good
you
way or?
getting- Are you getting the seats next year?
All right. All
Oh,
right.
all right.
Well,
Well,
tell
like in
we'll have a
negotiation,
conversation
like
off-
kind of the Shaq Leonard. You're going back and forth.
Yeah, trying because I want the playoff tickets to be included. I don't want to pay extra for playoffs.
Oh, so you just want to pay a flat rate moving forward, including the playoff tickets.
Yeah.
Well, you have to
Now,
we
if I buy the season tickets, I want the playoff tickets
include it.
Oh,
included.
Yeah.
but what about buying that seat license? Isn't that a possibility still?
That's what I'm saying. If I buy the seat license, I want the playoff tickets.
Well, if you bought a seat license, it's yours. He
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Yeah, you bought a license to that seat.
I think that's why there's the stall.
He doesn't want to give up the license.
He just wants to give
all
So-
show
Well,
conversation.
then if he
Your
doesn't give up-
negotiation and it's fine. You
All
keep your
show
license.
conversation.
I want the playoffs
Super
every
agent
year. I'll
Rosenhaus,
keep
I'll
buying.
get it done.
All
I'll
show.
come in and get it done as the agent.
All-
I'll pretend I'm a lawyer.
After show conversation.
I feel like you guys are all wearing your nice.
You got a nice Michigan State shirt.
That's the Summerton Spartans.
No.
Thank you.
It's not
The only championship in this house right now.
You went to freaking Fanatics and bought a Michigan State shirt. Total violation.
It's a nice
Summerton
shirt. I don't.
Spartans.
I,
Yeah, because you're a Sparty too.
I like Tom Izzo.
Yeah, didn't they lose this week?
They suck. They're
Yeah,
4-4.
You want to get into that? We're talking college. You want to talk college football?
I mean, listen, I'll
Florida
I'll
State got
bang with
screwed.
anybody about it. No, I
That's
don't
all-
agree.
That's all I'm going to say.
I don't
But
think they did. get screwed.
if you base it off of what you tell these teams is you got to win every game you play. Yes,
I'm stepping on you.
Me
You
with
got
the
it.
phone, you with the mic.
you got to win. You got to win. You have to win your conference. You got to win the conference championship. They did all of those things.
Nate, is my mic still working? All right,
They did all those things,
Okay, there's a thing.
and they said you're out
And
because
didn't the
you're.
committee,
Hold on,
didn't the
hold on,
committee
hold on.
say they will not reject an undefeated team?
No.
They
I
never
thought
said
I
that.
thought I
Penn
read
State,
that.
Penn
No,
somewhere.
State
they
got
can't.
rejected.
Yeah.
Wait,
Are they
were they
gonna
undefeated?
reject
They
an
weren't
undefeated
All right, here's what I'm going to say to
Two of
you.
them are-
I got a simple question that I want to answer.
Who would you rather watch?
No, a simple question. If you were ranking the 4 best teams based on what you saw championship weekend,
Michigan
are
would
you
not be number one.
Are you putting are you putting Florida
That's a
State?
Penn
Listen,
State thing.
honestly, watching those championship games, are you
No,
putting,
but
no,
that's-
stop.
but-
No,
No, I'm not putting
then
Florida
they're not,
State in
then
my
they
top.
shouldn't be in the playoff.
But that's not
No,
the reasoning.
but
That's
in
not.
in the criteria it says injuries and injuries happen. It sucks. And I disagree with the
Wait,
whole
that's part of the criteria.
yeah,
Yes.
if there's an
That-
injury,
They,
then you
it is.
That's bullshit.
Because all right,
Dude,
so
you know why I don't care that Florida State got screwed? Because guess what? Penn State got screwed.
No, I don't care either.
Who
but
cares?
If it's here,
It's in the past.
because that's totally
They're
no, you know
playing
what?
the weak
That's totally about
ACC.
money. That is totally about money.
No.
Your starting quarterback has got
All right, let me
hurt.
ask you
It's going to be a
something.
shitty game,
Let me
and they don't want to play it.
Texas
That's
is
what it
gonna
Well,
blow-
that's because of dumbasses like
St.
Notre Dame
Joe's.
who
Oh.
gets in undefeated, and then they get beat
What
by
did I do?
50. And they get beat by 50.
Texas is going to blow out
What
Washington.
about TCU's national championship? That's why Florida State didn't get in. Look at the viewership last
Two-
year. I know you don't want to hear it,
But a blowout.
Georgia beat them
How
by
many,
50.
how many years have there been a blowout? Every year there's a blowout.
Dude,
I already
is
said.
Every year.
Alabama, Michigan, a better game than Alabama.
Yeah, but
Smitty, Smitty,
but it's
Smitty,
that's not.
Smitty.
It's you're screwing over.
Don't talk about being
You're
fair.
saying
You're right.
already said-
You're saying winning doesn't matter. Then
I'm not saying that.
no, you're not.
Winning-
The committee is.
Dude, they beat Georgia. They're the only team.
Georgia SEC has been bad this year.
And
all
Georgia-
across the
Georgia
board.
played a bad
ACC
game.
has been ass.
So what? The Florida State
think Michigan
did
should be one?
everything they should have done.
Michigan has to be one based on the criteria. Who are you going to put? Washington?
Michigan's not going to score.
I think
Their
Alabama.
offense stinks.
I think Alabama beats
I
Michigan.
think Bama's
I think
gonna
they
beat
do.
Michigan, and then you guys are going to all look like turds.
No,
I think-
Texas is going to beat Washington.
I think Washington's good.
Texas is going to
I don't think
Texas is going to it's going to beat
Listen, I think
Washington.
you got the 4 best teams. And I'd even argue that maybe Georgia.
you. If Texas is a top, all right. Texas was 7, and they jumped up 3
You want me to
spots
tell you why?
because they beat
Beat
Alabama.
in Tuscaloosa by
Yeah.
30.
Okay,
Dude, your dad is relentless.
The dog with a bone. Just bring up.
I don't care about that.
Bring
No.
up Claire.
Let me ask you this: do you really? All you answer this question: is Florida State right now one of the
If-
best
if-
4
if
teams
this
in
is-
football?
let me ask you
No,
something.
you answer
Are you
that
saying
question.
right now without their starting?
No, they're
quarterback?
not.
No.
Then that's the
But
criteria.
that's not.
bullshit.
That's
That's
not what the
bullshit
that's not what the
criteria.
committee
It is.
based it off of. The
They
committee.
based it off of the
What's it
quarterback
about? What's
being out.
college football?
It's
But that's what I'm saying,
bullshit.
It's money.
What is the
It's
NCAA
money.
about?
It's
a
always money.
Dude, even the
But the
coaches said-
NCAA said the playoffs will be
Your
the
boy-
four
your boy
top
Dion
teams.
said it. The SEC has to be there.
I get that, but
You
then
said yourself-
so then
Wait a minute.
put in Georgia, Bama. Don't put in
Remember
Texas.
when we talked? Texas beat Alabama.
But if you're saying, but Texas should just
so you're
jump.
telling me
they
Texas
jumped
doesn't
3
beat Florida
spots.
State head to head?
Which-
Does Texas beat Florida State
Let
head to
Andrew
head?
say something.
So
It's
you're
getting loud.
saying Texas shouldn't be in there, but you said they're going to beat Washington.
Does
You're-
Texas
I'm saying
Listen,
based off the criteria the committee
does
says.
Texas beat Florida State head to head?
Does Texas beat Florida State head to
Yes.
head? Yeah.
That's your answer.
With
You're
with
just
the
saying
healthy
no
with the
question.
healthy starting
Hold
quarterback or without the healthy
Hold on.
starting quarterback?
They beat them with both.
Time out. Time
I
out.
don't know. I don't,
Time
it's
out.
Close.
Time
it's
out.
close.
Dude, Jordan Travis when
Two-
he started. They
two
almost lost to
questions.
Boston College.
2 questions.
Notre Dame sucks.
Can we all agree Florida State deserves to be in there?
No,
No
I
prep.
don't agree.
Prep would not beat Florida State. No.
No,
I didn't ask
I
that.
don't
That's the
agree.
next
Are you
question.
With me?
No.
I don't agree. Florida State should
Jim,
be.
do you?
It's 2-2.
I think it's bullshit that they only
Okay,
got
but
eliminated
okay.
because they don't have.
All right. So we're split. We're kind of split on this
So
question.
let's have.
The
Record
next
wise,
question.
yes.
The
they-
next
they
question.
are.
I said 2 questions.
All right.
That was 1.
I understand.
I need the
Record.
second one to get in.
All right.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
Can we all agree that the only reason why Alabama's getting in is because they bring ratings
No.
and they bring
No,
money?
because they're the better team.
No, they bring ratings and they
Alabama's
bring
gonna
money.
win the national championship.
Florida
So-
State deserves to go. Alabama is the better
Dude,
Wait.
ratings getter and
Oh
money
my
getter.
God.
Let me ask you this. So,
When in sports, always answer with money when in doubt for an answer.
so wait.
Dude, they're
So
not.
you're telling me
You're
that if
telling
Bama
me Florida
didn't get in,
State's one
You're
of the 4
telling me-
best teams in the country right now. Right now, saying it right now.
So
Are they
wait,
one of the 4
let
best
me
teams?
ask you a question.
Yes or
So-
no?
Wait.
Without their starting quarterback, no.
Then they're not in.
Smitty.
Jesus, it's so simple. Like Kirk Herbstreit said.
But maybe their defense is able to stop the other team.
They barely could stop Louisville.
Yeah.
16-6. Wow. Woo!
Yeah,
Win.
yeah, exactly. They let up 6 points.
So if Brock
let me
Purdy
ask you-
gets hurt. If Brock Purdy gets hurt
Are
in
you
the
on my
last game of the
side that
season,
Bama
should they
should
pull
be
the
in?
Niners? Should they pull the Niners from the playoffs?
you
Now
think-
you sound like that.
Do you think it should be? Wait, so you think it should be Georgia, Florida State, and as the
I
last
think
two?
Florida State should be playing. I didn't say anything about
Why
Georgia
do you think they should
I-
be playing?
because they went undefeated.
Oh my, who gives a shit?
I am.
Who
They
cares?
won all their games.
Why
Other
does it-
teams have gone undefeated and didn't get in.
Correct, and they got screwed too.
You still can't answer. Are they one of the 4 best teams right now?
No.
Then
but
there's
here-
your answer.
Without their
why-
starting quarterback, no,
why-
they're not.
Done.
Why
and,
does-
and then if you're on the committee, who are you putting in?
Why does
That's
Texas?
part of the
Why does
criteria. Who are you
Texas
putting in?
jump 3 spots?
All right. Let's.
They've lost.
They
They
lost to who?
I don't
Oklahoma.
remember.
Why did Ohio State?
Texas
did?
And
only
they-
lost this year,
they
so-
lost twice, didn't they?
No, they're
Texas
11
only
and 1,
lost
and they
this
beat
year.
Bama, and they won their conference.
Bama was horrible back then.
Oh my
To
god!
start the
See, they
season.
went-
All right, you bitch about the ACC.
He does.
What
I'm
about
not.
what about Texas's conference?
The
They're Big 12. It's
They're,
not as
they're
good.
probably better than the ACC this year. It was literally Florida State and no one else, dude.
It's not hard to be better than the ACC. The ACC is never a good conference.
So then you're siding over that Florida State shouldn't be in.
No, they're undefeated.
Who gives a shit?
They met every credential that you need to get in the
Who did they
playoffs
play
and
out of
said no.
conference? Who did Florida
They
State
beat-
play out
they
of
beat
conference?
LSU. I'll give them that.
Yeah, you guys remember last year when they put TCU in?
Yeah.
They got smoked.
And they got
brought-
smoked.
Yeah.
So that's when I put Florida State in.
So
But it doesn't matter.
this goes back
They
to
were rated-
Florida State's got a better defense than TCU did.
Dude,
it's
you don't
it's
know
a
what you're
shame.
talking about
It's
'cause
a
they
shame.
do.
The whole college playoff is a shame.
It is.
It
always has
It's
been.
just
Yes.
the biggest programs that
Yes.
are left that will get
They
it.
should go back to 1975 to the bowl games, all the big bowl games on January 1st.
Well, next year is
They
when they'll
decided
actually
that.
be right. It'll be 12
Will it,
teams.
though?
Yes.
There'll be
It's-
something to bitch about next
I
year.
think
100%.
it should be
12
it should be a March Madness
You
format,
know what?
not
Me
64
and AB
teams.
agreed it should be 8 teams.
I think it should be a March Madness
It should
format.
be
Or
8
10 teams.
it
and the
should be
top
8
two
or-
get a bye. That's it.
Throw
Yeah, it's
just
yeah,
keep-
one of those 3 options.
I
Each
think
team that
18.
wins their conference.
or that. Do
Boom,
that.
you win your conference, you're in.
Like March. That's
Yeah,
sort
but
of
now
like
they're
March-
getting rid of
that's not-
conferences.
that's
How
not-
many
that's
how many
not-
big conferences are going to be left?
Yeah, because they're all in one conference, dude.
Start
I-
getting more independence like Notre Dame. I don't
Yeah, right.
No,
They're gonna get in every
no,
year.
it
They're gonna
should-
play cupcakes.
it should be like
They're gonna play my ass.
just do like 20 teams. Do
Grundle
20
you.
20 of the top
They're
teams
gonna
and
play
just throw them in a
Grundle,
No,
you
playoff.
you can't do that.
Why?
Because you're going into February with that.
So what? What do they got to play? Like who
Oh,
cares?
Come on, dude. You
You're
can't,
not-
have-
you're
you
also-
can't have
No,
college
Dad,
kids playing
dude,
15
they're
games.
all
Why?
part of the
Games.
North
Why?
Side, but you don't
Because they're
wanna say
college
you
kids.
agree.
Who
Most
cares?
of them will
Already
never
on
play
the
again.
side. You shut up.
Exactly. They should be playing more.
You can cut out the Penn State
Dude.
Akron game.
Exactly.
And
Cut
it
out
gets
the
an extra
cupcake
week.
games.
That
Cut
gets
out
an
the
Alabama
tune-up
versus
games.
What
Bethune.
Eh, seriously,
Who are they going to fill that schedule spot
the
up?
top
That's the
other
playoff
teams.
week.
That's
the
why they're
playoff.
getting rid of conferences.
No, they usually play all the cupcakes early on.
They
Yeah,
play 2
the
or 3
tune-up games are
cupcakes.
going
I'm saying,
away.
Yeah.
Cut one of
They
them out.
should be going away. They should be going away because nobody's going to go and watch them anyway. That you can't judge anything off those
College
games.
football hasn't been good since EA Sports NCAA.
Yes, you're
And
right.
that was
You're right.
92.
You're right. Nah, it was like 05 or Reggie Bush or
Oh,
NCAA college
Ricky
football.
Williams on the cover.
Oh, I'm talking about like
Texas.
NCAA 08, 09 or something like Reggie Bush or Tim Tebow.
No, I'm talking the game. EA
I
Sports.
I think it should be like a 20 team play format or 20 and just pick the top 20.
I just think all these little because I get it. The quarterback got hurt. But that's part
It's
of the game.
part of-
They were one of the best teams all season.
But dude,
And now you're going to say, oh, well, your quarterback's
Dude,
hurt. You don't have a
all
shot in
I'm
the playoffs.
asking you to
You're out.
say, You guys all
You know, there was a North
agreed.
Catholic
If
team
I was-
back in the day that the varsity team
Listen,
did something bad and they
I'm
all
not
got cut.
saying-
And the JV team came in
That's
and won
right.
the na-
I'm
won,
not-
and won
Won the Catholic
PCL.
League.
I'm not
That's right.
saying-
You know,
Smitty,
Morally, it's not.
Smitty,
wrong. What I'm
with-
saying is, if I'm in the committee and that criteria is set, none of you have told me that they're one of the 4 best teams.
what if
So
they
therefore,
still had
they
if they
should-
still had Jordan Travis
They're in,
and they still won to end the season the way they did? Are they still in?
because they have a chance.
Okay. They have a chance now.
Get the, dude,
Yeah, any
You
given
can-
Sunday,
no,
right?
they're
You're
Like,
gonna say
lit
they're-
up like a Christmas.
You're going to
Any-
say their
any given
defense doesn't
Sunday,
give them
right?
a chance?
Well, half of them are in the portal now. So tell me about it,
any given Sunday, right?
Seriously?
dude. Yes, half of them are in the portal.
God, I hate that.
Well, they're all going to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean the portal's good for bigger schools
Yeah.
because they have the money to pay
Listen,
these
But it
guys.
ruins
Morally,
it's
the
bowl
wrong.
games and the
But if I'm
playoffs.
looking at it from a competitive standpoint, they are not one of the 4 best teams, and I'm sorry to say that.
No, I get it. They're not without Jordan
Then
Travis.
morally,
But
should
if-
they be in?
if-
Yes.
The committee is fraud. It was always fraudulent, but now
No,
it's
it was
it's a bunch
fraudulent
of
when they. But you should know that.
yeah.
When
I
Penn State
said
beat
that.
Ohio State,
I said that
and
it's
they're
always been
hypocrites
fraudulent.
this year because last year when Penn State beat Ohio State, won the conference. That was the reason why Texas got in because they beat Bama and won their conference. But now roles are reversed. And
All
now they put Texas.
It's a
Question
fraudulent
number three.
system. It's a
Question number
fraudulent
3.
system.
Can we all agree on that the NCAA is a bunch of fraudulent hypocrites?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
they,
okay.
NCAA.
And I
knew
can
I'd get
also
one of
tell you
them.
I'm going to buy NCAA 24 for PlayStation.
Oh
5
yeah,
this
but the
summer.
NCAA can go F
Yeah, they
themselves.
can.
Yeah,
But
The fact that they're going to let Marvin Harrison get $25
no,
million.
I don't,
insane.
I don't think he's staying. I don't think he's going to stay.
NCAA has been horrible since existence.
Yeah, they never get it right.
They're horrible.
But it gives us something to talk about.
I will say that March Madness is beautiful,
yeah,
but
basketball does it right.
you do everything else wrong and handle everything else wrong.
And they get a couple wrong with the basketball tournament every now and then. They're debatable.
Yeah.
They should have never gone to the
Bubbles.
playing games. They should have kept it at 64
Why? I love
and
them.
be done with
Give
it.
me all the March. Give me all the madness. I love the
No,
madness.
no,
Give me
you,
all the
you
madness.
ruined the perfect thing. Maybe not ruined it, but you soiled
March
a perfect
Madness.
thing.
That opening 2 weekends are the best 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then after
They're
that, it's just
holidays to
kinda
me.
like,
They're
yeah.
holidays to me. I love them.
opening weekend.
Well,
Opening
the
weekend's the
second
best.
weekend's too good
Second
too.
weekend's good, but opening weekend.
It's just I don't get anything done. I just stream the games and
And that's different from any other day
yeah,
out.
well, at least I have an
See,
excuse.
You remember Bubbles? You remember Bubbles? Beer bubbles, beer balls.
Oh,
whatever
beer,
they
yeah,
call 'em.
beer balls.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to get one of those and just tap that and sit down and watch games.
And usually it's always around St. Patrick's Day.
Mhm.
Yes.
St.
Yep.
Patrick's Day weekend.
We've done
Yep.
done some bar tours
So,
as they
yeah.
got older. We would
yeah.
go down to the city and hit
Yeah,
bars
so you go
and
out watch the games. It's
and-
awesome. It is the bet, and you're sitting there betting on them and losing money. Well, you don't care because it's madness. You know, it's
You don't keep an eye on. your
I'm
money.
just saying.
Just saying what you're not saying it. In
I'm
the
just
mic.
telling you that they're not one of the 4 best teams, and that's why they didn't get in. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't have, and it's not wrong. But from a competitive standpoint, if I'm just looking at football games, they're not one of the best 4
your
best
dad's
teams.
funny.
He could keep talking about it, but then he'll be rooting for him next year in the playoffs. So it's all right.
Next year will be right. Next year will be
Yeah.
the first time they maybe get it right. Even if
I
it's to
don't
be
think so
more.
because I agree with Deke. And then you're going to have a team that's in the top 15 that has 1 loss, and you got a team that's ranked 12 that has 2 losses.
Nah,
It's never going to be right.
I won't feel if you
It
go
won't
to
be
12.
right.
You,
It
if
won't
you
be
go to
right.
12, I won't have any real pity for a team that's 13 or 14 that didn't get in because of
How many?
whatever.
How many
yeah, but if you
actual
look at
conferences
they,
are
how
left?
about they're undefeated
5?
and they're 14?
They're still a
Look at
power
that.
five, but this year's the
You're
last one.
14.
Like what
'Cause
about
the
Notre
Pac-
Dame?
Pac-12's going
I
away.
It won't.
Um,
I won't have any pity for
ACC,
it.
Pac-12
ACC is
But
just basketball
Dude, Big
now.
Ten's probably going to get 5 teams in the playoff.
what I'm
Next
That's
year.
what I'm
how
s-
many?
There's
how
no
many
more
left?
Power Five. There's no more Power Five.
ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12.
That's it.
Big 12's kind of garbage.
But
Or
they're
no,
still-
Colorado's
But I'm
garbage.
saying
Watch
these
out
are
for
conferences
Prime.
that are
We
still
coming.
around.
We come in 4-8.
There's
Give each conference their winner, and that's going to take up, we'll
That's
say,
it.
half of the
That's
12.
That's only going to take up 4. There's really only 4 power.
Yeah, but
But
there,
if you're a conference, whether you're a power conference or not, unless you're
that's
like
what they'll do.
like
That's
D2,
what they'll
like
do.
Mid-Atlantic or some bullshit
That's what
like
they'll
that.
do next year. That's
Give
what the
each
playoff
conference
system is.
Winner
Yeah, and then they'll pick the rest
spot, and then
by strategy or strength of schedules and wins. That's how it should be. Bad system.
bad system. Always been bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always been bad since the days of the out, running up the score and you get more points and just
Yep.
Listen,
Always
I
been
understand.
They're
why
just
everybody's
kids.
Upset and you guys, your Knowles, or not him, but
They're just kids.
they're not. They're not.
They're not worth it.
They're not worth
they're
it.
not my
Right.
goals.
They're, well, you guys.
I think it's bullshit that Michigan's won, but
Well,
I mean, they're best. They're not going
I
to
think
win.
by-
they're not
beat-
gonna-
by
have
the-
the best
they're
win.
not-
by
They have the
default,
best-
by
they have
default,
the
they
best
have to
win and
be.
undefeated. They beat Ohio State.
they're not good.
By default, they have to be wrong.
I don't know. They might be
I
bad.
hear you.
I
They
think
might.
Michigan's
They're not-
gonna-
The
Michigan
Michigan.
Bama's gonna be close.
They have the
get
two.
blown
They have
out.
the
The
two
one
best
seed will
lines.
not win the college championship.
Really? You don't. I
Michigan
don't
is
know.
not.
I think they have the best. I think this.
Nate,
well,
do you
no.
think Michigan's winning?
Dude,
it all?
Does the 1 seed get past the 4 seed?
Yeah.
And then
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
play again.
It was
Huh?
3.5.
They gotta
It might
play
have moved
again, right?
already.
Yeah, it's
It
going to be
was, yeah.
Michigan, Alabama.
That's,
Does Michigan get past Alabama?
on,
You just said the 1 seed's not going to win the championship.
so
Yes.
Bama would
So
beat Michigan.
does the 1 get past the 4?
Whoever
First
wins
round, you
Bama,
saying?
wait,
Yeah.
Oh.
whoever wins Bama, Michigan's winning it all. I hate to say it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
If Michigan beats Bama, they're winning it all. Jim, I hate to say it.
And Texas is going to win.
I
You
think-
that. I think.
You
Bama
think
beats
Texas
Michigan.
blows out Washington? I think
No,
they do.
I don't. Washington's good, dude.
Texas. Think of this. Texas might have been the
By
best team in college
by the
football
way,
this
Ohio
year.
State got the wrong quarterback. They had Ewers. You know that, right?
I think
They should have said
yeah.
McCord, go to
go back
Bucks
to
County
prep.
Community College.
I think Texas might have been the best team in college football this year.
Okay, so that's why, and that's why Bama got in that, because
I just don't think it's right to say all the things
Yeah,
you
but
say
you're
about what the
all right,
playoffs
well,
are and then not and just fall
listen,
back
the
on it.
committee's not going to confession.
They said to these conferences, win every game, win your conference,
also-
win your conference championship.
Dude,
Well,
you
your
know,
quarterback's hurt, you're out.
Norvell's
Yeah.
It's
the
bullshit.
state of Florida is going to spend $1 million.
Did you see they're already suing them? Yeah.
They boycotted the.
This is bullshit.
Who's
Your
suing?
best
Wait,
team
you're
Florida
ever-
State's
well,
suing
see, I'm
The
saying-
The
NCAA?
state of Florida is suing
What?
the NCAA.
That's not my part. That's not my point. Whether they would have got smoked or not, they deserve to
No,
be there.
they don't.
I'm not saying they don't deserve to be there.
But they would have got competitively.
You can have both thoughts. They
That-
deserve to be there, but they also are not without Travis. They're not with
Right. That's
Agreed.
what I'm
Yes.
saying. But they
Yes.
should be
Agree
in
there.
because
They should be there.
they did everything that the NCAA told them to
They
do.
deserve. They should not be there. They deserve to be there.
All right, you're putting meanings in words. Okay, I get it. Like,
I mean, you could say the Phillies shouldn't have been there a couple seasons ago.
yeah, the second wild card spot.
There's no way.
Third.
They
No,
would have
second.
they would have smoked, bro.
They
They
would
would have, but
but
they
2
still
years
did
ago,
the
they were
whole
third.
season,
Did
did everything right. They did everything they were supposed to do.
Hey, guess what? Life sucks.
I get, I
Exactly.
get it.
And so
That-
did the
That's
NCAA.
Yeah.
exactly right.
Life sucks. Okay. I'm sorry that your senior year.
They're just kids.
You know,
Yeah, imagine being a senior.
And one thing I do think.
Yeah, that's
you know what I feel
horrible.
bad most for Jordan Travis is that the committee blamed him and he had to come out. That part,
How are you going to do that? Like,
well, I would have just said
They're just kids.
I would have said looking at the game. I would if I was a committee. This is me, right? If I was on the committee because I
you
still
have no.
I
soul.
would have put Bama in, but I would have said,
Ruthless.
listen, looking at
You probably
the way
are
Florida
on the
State-
committee.
maybe the way Florida State has been playing, like competitively, they're not one of the 4 best teams in football. But I wouldn't have put
The way they've been
quarterback
playing, they won every game up until the end of the season.
Jim, did you watch
Wait,
that?
wait. When did the season
there.
end?
Jim, did you watch?
And they
that?
won every game.
After the last game that
we're
they
picking
played
teams.
Jim, did
and
Now we're
didn't
picking
lose.
teams.
Did you watch them last 2 weeks? They barely beat Florida, who blows. And
They
yeah, no,
That's a rival
It's a
game.
rival.
It's-
okay. And
yeah.
In the swamp.
they barely beat Louisville.
Louisville had a good end to their season.
Dude, stop.
They
16 to
played.
6.
They were.
That's
They
not-
won the game.
Okay, with 16 points.
And they gave up 6 points.
Dude, they would have got Nate. They lose.
Wasn't
by
Louisville
40 to
ranked?
I'm just saying.
Michigan.
Wasn't Louisville ranked this
Yeah,
year?
they were
No,
like
it's Florida State
22
lose by
or
40
something.
to Michigan. Maybe 50.
No,
I don't.
50 burger
Michigan can't score 40.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, they
Michigan
can.
can't
Yes,
score
they
that
can.
much. No,
against Florida State.
Yeah, over 3 games.
I
it would have been 30 now. For sure.
Easy.
I'll give you
And who's
27.
watch? And the viewership would have been horrible. Right. So.
But you think the viewership's going to be good? Well, I guess with Alabama.
Michigan, Alabama.
Dude,
Yes, they
you know
bring
what
in the-
problem is?
That's
the
gonna be
casual
big.
fan.
That's gonna be
Supposedly
big.
Florida State didn't even show up for the press conference saying like boycott the Orange Bowl. Now if they do that, that's a problem because I don't know who they going to put in there. Seriously,
Westchester. No, I don't
Totally
know.
rammed.
Golden rammed.
I like the staying together as a team.
Yeah, if they boycott it, that's- Screw the NCAA. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
Someone's gotta take a
Yeah,
stand. It's
exactly.
somebody-
Exactly.
exactly.
Somebody will take that spot because it's
Oh
so much
yeah,
revenue.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Louisville.
Really? No,
But-
Oregon
But
would love to
Florida
see
State,
it.
yeah, Oregon's playing Liberty.
kudos to Florida State if they do that and shoves it up the committee's ass.
Yeah.
That's why I thought Penn State was going to get. Thank God they didn't because you guys wanted to.
If
We
Liberty,
got the Tostitos Bowl. What do we got?
No,
What bowl we got this year?
the Peach Bowl.
against Ole Miss.
And better yet,
Oh, yeah.
Florida State should say, yeah, we'll be there, we'll be there, we'll be there. And then 3 days before, nah, we're not coming.
That's what you would do.
They
No, that's
should
what
do
Florida
that.
State should do.
Screw them.
I don't really care.
You know how much money that
I
loses for
really
the
don't care
NCAA?
what they do.
I don't care either, but I think if they did that, I'd be like, I
think
would
Bama's
applaud them.
winning it
Yeah.
all, and we're going to come back and be like, the committee made the right choice.
So you agree with me? Michigan's not going anywhere.
I said Bama was going to win. Joe.
Just because Alabama may win it doesn't mean the committee made the right choice.
Yeah, okay. And when Florida State gets beat by 60 by Georgia,
Because they're playing their JV.
Hey, don't.
How many guys are going to sit out of the game though for Georgia for the NFL?
I think a lot of them are going to sit out.
So
on both
Florida State
sides.
has a chance.
No.
That,
Dude,
what do you mean?
No.
If Georgia's
Do you
half of
think-
Georgia's
all right.
starting rosters out,
I
like
heard McCarthy's going to sit out because he stinks
George is
now, and he
getting
doesn't want
smoked.
to stink even worse.
I don't know. We'll see.
You think Georgia's going to get up for a bowl game if they're
Exactly.
not
I don't think
qualified?
they even need to get up against Florida State. I think they could be 50% and beat them. That's how much. I don't think Florida State's that good.
That's fine, but it doesn't mean that they didn't do what they were supposed to do to get
Doing
in.
what to get in and then competitively putting them in is
If
different.
Penn State was in this situation that Florida
We
State
already
was
got
in,
screwed, so I don't care.
No,
would you be saying the same
if Penn
stuff?
State was in the exact same
No,
shoes
of course not.
Florida State is right now, what would be your take?
You would be writing handwritten letters to the
Seriously. Seriously.
We already got screwed.
Not this
None
bad.
of you guys wanted-
Not this bad.
It was
No,
this bad.
No, it
Was your
wasn't.
quarterback
Was
hurt?
it as this bad with
You
Ohio
had
State?
one loss. You had one loss that year.
To who?
Ohio
They beat
State.
Ohio State.
No, you lost to
won the Big
Michigan,
Ten.
right? Didn't you lose to Michigan
And then they put Ohio State
that year
who lost to Penn State
when you won the
because
Big
of their
Ten? They lost one game.
competitively head to head.
You lost. Florida State didn't lose.
And
Okay,
Penn
fine.
State's got a huge following.
So does Florida State.
Yeah,
No, I
that's-
think Penn
that's-
State's bigger.
You think?
Yeah.
No, it's
I don't
not.
know about
It's
that.
close,
It's close.
Close.
Florida State's huge.
dude.
They got
It's already-
Jameis.
Yeah, but they would have brought
I got Dion.
revenue.
They do have
ratings.
Dion,
What's
yeah.
Notre Dame in the SAC Bowl?
Oh,
Smart,
what
son.
does that matter?
No, I'm asking you, Notre Dame.
What is
They're an
it?
independent. What
No,
does
no.
that
Are they
matter?
playing at Northeast High School?
No, what
Does-
bowl are
what's
they?
your point?
No, I'm saying your team. They're supposed to be an elite program.
Not,
They bring
God-
in more
What?
revenue to Penn State.
no, that means nothing.
I'm
They're
asking
not
you.
going anywhere this year. Why are you bringing them into the picture?
I'm saying you talk about revenue and money. If it was about that,
Wait, what? Are
Notre
they in a
Dame
bowl
would be-
game?
Yeah, they're in the SAC Bowl at Northeast Field. I think it's this weekend,
The
11
Kraft,
a.m.
the Kraft Fight Hunger Mac and Cheese Bowl.
The Mamma Mia's Pizza Bowl.
We should get that.
We could probably get a
That'd
bowl
be
game.
funny.
Yeah, maybe Somerton versus whoever in the Mamma Mia's Bowl. And we're the announcer.
And we'll be the broad game by
Oh
game.
my
Tell you what,
God.
We go down
Deke will be
there.
the referee.
They
Or
were-
Deke will be the defense coordinator. One stop. We
No,
need
no.
one stop.
We'll have you as a sideline reporter, just
Oh,
doing the dumbest
I'll be
interviews.
dumb. I'll be dumb.
I'm here with the team mom. Hey,
Hey, what you carrying today? What
There
you
were some
wearing?
guys practicing tonight.
What you
They
wearing
don't get
underneath
around.
that sweatshirt?
can we
huh?
make this? Oh wait, well Brody's done with. Is this? Was
Brody's
this? A,
done with summer. Yeah. Well, there's a 7-on-7 team, but he's not playing.
Why don't we
Mm.
start a
Yeah, I wanted
next
him to
year a
make his,
Thanksgiving game
yeah.
over at Parkwood?
I feel like everyone does stuff
Football?
Thanksgiving
No, but
morning.
We'll play. Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, dude, I ain't gonna. I barely got up this year.
Why you going golfing?
Maybe I don't know. I went.
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
that's right. I had to pick your ass up at 2 o'clock.
I don't know. We'll
We
see.
were trying to take
we
off
wanna
your
talk about
shorts and jump in a
Big
pool.
Dom. I
Nah.
want to talk about Bryce.
He's an
were
Italian
talking about
American
money.
great,
We were talking about money.
and in this house, Dom DeSandro is a hero. Or what does he say?
What do you guys
Soprano.
like? It's all good. with Dom.
Something about
Weird.
Italian American great.
Yeah,
I,
I
think it
don't.
was silly. Like,
I
they're
don't-
like,
You think it was
the NFL is gonna. I'm like, what's the NFL gonna do? He's
Was
a
it
security
staged
guard.
like
Like,
WWE?
He was doing his job.
yeah.
Like he was security,
And I saw
security.
the,
You know,
the
Securing.
Niners
Security.
guy, Greenlaw, came out. He was like, "Yeah, it was a misunderstanding. I hear everybody loves him, and he's a great guy, and I'm sorry it happened."
he probably
It's
sent
just-
two guys to send him a warning. You know, Dom probably sent some dudes over there.
Holy,
but-
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah,
Dom made a phone call.
Yeah,
Bryce extension.
I don't know why he wants one, but yeah, sure,
I
give
think
it to
it's
him.
Are you
Boris.
paying him
I
till
think
he's 40?
Boris is doing.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, he
41,
he attached Bryce's name to it. So
Well, yeah. 'cause
But
it-
like, but if you're
But
Bryce, like
Bryce didn't
he's
say
saying.
he didn't deny.
No,
it or
he's
anything.
he's saying like I want to play for the Phillies for the rest of my life, but it's like, dude, you're gonna be 40 by the time
It's
this.
gonna, yeah.
Right.
You already are playing.
He
for the
said
rest
he
of
wants to play into his 40s.
Yeah, but like, why?
What's his contract? End?
Not for another
38?
8 years.
He's got 8 years left, and he's 30.
He's gonna be. He's gonna be.
31.
He's 31 now, so he'll be 39.
He'll be 39.
But like, what? Like, you're gonna already be here,
Yeah,
dude.
wait
like,
till you're
relax.
36,
Yeah, yes.
and then let's
Wait
talk
till
about
your
it.
Yeah.
third Tommy John surgery comes
Yeah.
around, and let's talk.
Because
then.
you know those last 3 years, if he's not productive, then what's the point?
No, he hasn't brought a ring home.
No.
They
He-
built a team around him.
He's the most clutch Philly sport. He's the most clutch Philly athlete right now.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Has
No.
Not
Right
ever.
now. Right now.
What'd you say?
what
What about
You're
Hurts?
asking ever? Ooh.
What about Hurts, dude?
I think ever
He
it's
did the same
between
exact thing Harper did,
Iverson, Harper.
didn't he? Hurts did the same exact thing Harper did.
What do you mean?
Took them to the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah,
And
but
single-handedly, he did
but
better than Harper did in the World
football's more of a team sport than
Yeah, it's
baseball.
hard to
is.
Series.
compare.
Do they get
Harper
there
gets to
without
go
Hurts last year?
individually,
It's
where
hard to
Those
compare.
Hurts
big
doesn't get to go
moments that Harper's
individually.
had,
That's
hitting
right.
those home runs at the right
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Baseball.
But did the Eagles get there without
No, it's a
No,
good
they
argument,
don't.
but
They don't.
It
But
is
it's
a great argument.
it's
Phillies.
it's a total team
Bryce
sport.
has carried the Phillies team
I'd
more
argue
than
that
Hurts has
Claude
carried
Giroux's
the
the
Eagles.
most clutch.
And it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It
As
flew
a
by.
six?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of your question of.
I think it's Iverson, Harper.
No, Iverson, you can't. Iverson
Why?
never won a title or got
Neither is Harper.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to think of
who else.
Flyers. I'm trying
Yeah,
to think of
there's no-
Flyers.
Nick
Foles.
Nick Foles.
He made one game though.
He was clutch.
You can't put that in ever though.
no.
As a career,
He won us a Super Bowl.
I get it, but as like a career,
Hurts would become if he takes him to the Super Bowl second time. He would pass Harper,
probably.
right?
Bobby,
But
Clark, Bernie Perrant were pretty damn clutch back in
but
the day.
I can.
Only athlete I can think of who lived up to the hype.
I'm saying. Oh yeah, right.
Bobby Clark and Bernie Perrant lived up to the hype.
Dude, Harper was literally on the face of Sports
They
They
Illustrated.
won 2 cups. What are you talking about?
He don't live up to the hype. He don't.
No.
Harper was.
Embiid
Harper
does
was-
not enter the conversation till he gets past the
What
second
about
round.
PJ Tucker?
All right. Harper is
that
like
corner three that he doesn't take.
he's had 0 points. His career points on the Clippers, Jim. You got the same amount of career points as PJ Tucker on
Yeah,
the
but
Clippers.
you let I should pull that
defense.
You know what? You know what's so funny? I should pull the and you weren't involved in this, so you're out of this because you kind of said we'll wait and see. I should pull the chat from you and you is more the minute the Hardy trade. But two blows, he can't play. He's averaging about 12 points. Covington can't play. He's leading the league in deflection
Smitty.
rating.
It's December.
Every season with these
It's
guys.
it's literally the same. It's a broken record. Play the song. Play the song.
Oh man, their bench is not better than last year. Nate,
Get
It's the-
past the second
It's the
round.
same
and
thing
the Sixers
every
bench
year.
better than last year. Thank you.
It's the same
Get
thing every year.
past the second round.
Every year we say the same
This
thing.
beer was better than the last.
If they go to the NBA finals, you're all gonna kiss my ass.
That's- I'm not gonna kiss your ass, but you
No,
can call
you
me
are.
That
wrong.
will not happen.
And I'm not shaving it for a while.
That will not happen.
Nope.
I don't mind Harper.
I don't either, but it's like, dude, you're already gonna
Yeah,
play
but I'm
here.
not trying to pay
I don't
him
wanna
$30
pay him
million
that
when
much,
he's
though.
40.
The reason why I say that because I'm thinking that
How much
he's
more
giving
money?
him a deal. Because if
If you do it now,
How are you giving him a deal?
I
We
see,
have him
I
locked
see.
up for 8
Maybe
No,
we
he's
do it
saying
with
you could
team
do
options.
less money. You could expand the money out.
Pay him.
Yeah,
Can't redo no
I see what you.
contract.
I
But
see
in
what you're
baseball,
saying.
you can't redo a contract.
Because he'll still be one of the best players, if not.
Not at 40.
At 40?
He'll be a top.
Come on, D.
Yo, you know what I heard? I heard on the radio
He's 31.
yesterday or today. There are
Yeah, but he's only paid for 8
There are 4 players 40 or older playing in Major League Baseball, and 3 of them are pitchers.
say they got to be relievers too, right?
Yeah.
But how many of them? Huh?
Excuse me?
30, 37.
Oh, he was in his 30s. Oh, yeah.
Jamie Moyer pitched
Yeah.
into his 50s.
Nah, Jamie Moyer was 45 plus.
The reason why I say that because then they say moving him to first as
That's gonna help him.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that'll
gonna
help him.
It's gonna
Yeah. Oh,
help
yeah,
the
yeah.
longevity.
And then he'll be a DH.
Well, who else is one?
Yeah, Pujols.
42.
Yeah,
41,
41,
and he's
Yeah.
Bryce is on the Pujols level.
But he
Yeah,
didn't
but
really
Pujols was
play.
strictly a DH.
like 39.
Yeah,
Yeah, ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pujols didn't really play the last couple of years.
No, he didn't.
He DH.
He
And-
DH'd.
and last-
He had a
That's-
nice run at the end.
They were
Yeah.
throwing him cookies
They
to
were
get him
giving
over
meatballs.
700.
They were giving him meatballs.
To get him over 700. They were throwing him meatballs, man, and cookies.
Still gotta hit the ball. Still gotta hit the.
A 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate. A
Get
guy
up
like
there.
Albert
Don't
Pujols,
do it.
a
Go-
guy like Albert Pujols should be able to smoke that
Yeah,
every
but you
time.
still gotta do it. Like Mark McGuire.
38 when he was done.
And he was on
He was
roids.
under 40.
Yeah, he had the
Yeah, he had the
roids.
roids, and he was under 40.
Barry Bonds. Yeah, he had to.
Might have. He might have.
He hit 800.
But he was roided big time.
Yeah.
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 I mean, he's close. I think early, and it's different now than back then in terms of taking care of your body.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
And he takes care of his body better than those guys.
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
He don't drink. He watches what he eats.
Yeah, so
He don't party.
he could go to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not it. Why would you pay him now?
Unless
You're gonna
it's
get him cheap.
Right.
unless it's like a Howie deal.
Yeah, you're
Right,
getting
you're
you're
paying
getting the
him
back
now.
end
What
of
are
a
you gonna
cheap
pay him?
deal.
That's what you're- That's what you're kind of saying,
Boris
Nate,
is
right?
gonna
You're-
turn around and be like, I won 30 to
They're
40
playing it
million.
like Howie. You're
No,
paying
it's
him now below market for what would be market in the next 4 years. Well, Boris has always been.
It's
this
got
kind
it's
of
got Boris.
Boris is mad.
jackass.
That Boris is mad that Harper signed a 13-year
He's
deal.
like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's all he said. He doesn't want to stay.
Just lock me up for what I'm
Right, but
like,
Boris is upset because he told Harper not to sign a deal with opt-outs. And
No,
13
but-
years. Yes, he did.
And
No,
who's to
but
say
to
the
Jim's
last-
point, like it's a discounted rate because in the market when he is up, it's gonna.
All right, I got the deal. 4 years, 69.
Nice.
Who's-
Extension.
Nice.
Who's to say
On
that?
the end? Or you're-
Who's to say that
I'm spreading
the
it out.
Phillies stink the last 40 years of that contract, and Bryce wants out?
Where's he gonna go though? Like, go ahead, go leave, go.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Then go.
Who's to say that doesn't happen?
I don't know, but go ahead.
A little over 17 million. I think that's fair.
Who?
Pittsburgh?
God damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it
Yes.
Christian Ellis?
I think
Yes.
Pittsburgh defense.
Mitch.
Yeah, pack the squad.
Who scored for the Pats?
Oh, he did get cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Dave, who's
Zeke?
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Don't tell me they're calling it back.
No.
I'm saying, Ellis went to the Patriots. That's a good pickup for them now.
Shit, I had the Pittsburgh defense.
I got
Any
New England
Hershey
defense.
kisses.
Patriots.
Hershey Kisses are over there. Brownie Brittles over there. Donuts are around. So,
Smitty loves his
you say we want
donuts.
to we closing it down? It's dessert time.
Yeah, that's what DJ just said.
Christmas shop still. You guys finish that yet?
Looks like you already took care of Christmas.
Did
shopping.
you start?
Looks like you guys took care
No.
of Christmas shopping.
I got to give props to Marianne. She took care of Christmas
No,
shopping.
she got you these?
Yeah.
No, I
No,
thought DJ
DJ
got it.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
DJ got them, dude.
Oh, he did? Oh, I'm sorry. Props to DJ. He got them.
Get
You
your
got
head
them
out
for
of here,
everybody?
Maria.
I thought Uncle Pat was getting one or two.
No, he's not. You said.
He'll wear it.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
All right, people don't
What
need to know.
size?
Yeah, we don't
People don't need to hear about it.
All fair topics. All fair topics.
Trust me, Uncle Pat's not watching right now.
All right, I'm going to talk to DJ. I gotta
All right.
negotiate. Move.
All right, folks.
What size?
Thanks for hanging out with us again here
DJ,
on another
that's all.
episode of the Santa Mood First podcast. Is anybody going to give predictions for the Eagles?
Any predictions?
I prefer XL.
I need your predictions. Prediction.
Eagles
prediction.
Cowboys predictions?
Oh, yeah,
What
we
you
can do
guys just done?
predictions.
What you guys
Predictions.
just done?
Oh, yeah. 20,
Yeah, swamp it.
28-24 Birds.
My prediction for the game. Pain.
As I eat food in the mic.
Thanks, Mr. T.
It'll be it's gonna be tough. I'm thinking 20. I'm thinking 31, 27.
Taylor's bad luck. Eagles. Bring up Taylor's bad luck.
31-27. DJ, I'm gonna go.
What you say, GJ? 31.
27 Eagles.
I'm going 28-23. Same as last game.
Who?
Eagles. Same as last game, dude.
I didn't know who you picked.
28-23. Same as last.
28 24.
Smitty,
Yes. Yeah, 28-24.
So 1 point less.
What? 28-24.
Yeah.
Wait, what size?
What do you got there?
I want to go Eagles 23-20.
You guys are all going low.
Oh, wait, they're donating.
DJ's got 30 something.
Yeah, I'm going to go 34 28.
Ooh.
Eagles.
Nate, what do you got for the game? Birds?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ah.
no, you didn't.
He did it last week, and he was the only
No,
one.
you didn't. You dirty dog, you.
He did pick the
You
Niners
just
last
went
week.
like that. That's all.
He's just betting you over. He's just
Yeah.
betting you over. That's all.
Yeah.
We gotta watch our language on the family show.
All right,
Uh-huh.
folks. Thanks again for hanging
You're
out. with us
number
on
one
another
that's gotta
episode of
watch your
Santa Boot
language on the
First
family show.
podcast. We will see you next week.
Talk to
Let's
DJ.
go,
He
Birds. And until then, be excellent to each other.
You got a large one?